Hello students, today we will discuss about the effects of external factors on the rate of photosynthesis. So there are a lot of external factors like light and temperature and the soil humidity and the wetness and the dryness of the soil and the lot of other factors that includes that affects the rate of photosynthesis actually. So let's start. The rate of light reaction will depend on the light intensity. Actually, the word light reaction means actually there are two types of reaction that take place in the photosynthesis. One is the light reaction and the other is the dark reaction or the Z or Kelvin Melvin reactions. So in the light reaction there is these are the light dependent reaction actually. So light is being used in the light only the one type of reaction in the photosynthesis. So the brighter the light, the faster will water molecules be split in the chloroplast. The dark reaction will be affected by temperature. Actually, the dark reaction, as I have mentioned, the dark reaction are not affected by actually light. These are affected by temperature. The rise in temperature will rise the rate at which the carbon dioxide is combined with the hydrogen to make carbohydrates. So the limiting factors, this is very important concept regarding to calculate or the measure or to find how to read the graph. Actually, the limiting factor is something present in the environment in such short supply that it restricts life process. For example, the limiting factor is that factor that actually if we decrease that quantity, so the growth will be restricted. For example, if I have all other factor more than enough like light, chlorophyll and temperature, but if I have a shorted or the limited supply of carbon dioxide, so the rate of photosynthesis will depend only on the carbon dioxide supply. So this is in this case, in this specific case, carbon dioxide will be called as the limiting factor, because if we increase or decrease that specific factor, the rate of reaction will be affected. So if we have looked the diagram 66.16, and that is the this diagram, that is the graph actually. So we will see that you will see that an increase in light intensity does indeed speed up the photosynthesis, but only up to a point. Of course, up to a certain point. Beyond that point, any further increase in light intensity has only a small effect. So this limit on the rate of increase could be because all the available chloroplasts are fully occupied in the light absorption. So no matter how much the light intensity increases, no more light can be absorbed and used. So we can say alternatively, in this graph we can say the rate of photosynthesis is being increased with the light intensity, but up to a certain point. After that it is being become straight, so it means it becomes constant after a specific time period. So we can say the limit could be imposed by fact that there is not enough carbon dioxide in the air to cope with the increased supply of hydrogen atoms produced by the light reaction, or it may be that low temperature is restricting the rate of dark reaction. So in the B we can say temperature agar बढ़ा दें, if we increase the temperature, then the effect of increase elimination is not limited so much. So we can say in the second graph we have increased temperature 1500 degrees Celsius and 25 degrees Celsius. So there is more rate or at the 25 degrees Celsius. So temperature rise may cause photosynthesis to speed up, but only to the point where the light intensity limits further increase. In such condition, the external factor that restricts the effect of the other is called the limiting factor. So this is the definition. Since the only 0.03% of carbon dioxide in the air, it might seem that shortage of carbon dioxide could be an important limiting factor. Indeed, experiments do show that increase in carbon dioxide concentration does allow faster rate of photosynthesis. However, recent work in plant physiology has shown that extra carbon dioxide affects reaction other than photosynthesis. The main effect of extra carbon dioxide is to slow down the rate of oxidation of sugar by a process called photorespiration, and this produces the same effect as increase in photosynthesis. So we can say, although the photorespiration is the another step in which actually the carbon dioxide is used and oxidation of sugars occurs. Although carbon dioxide concentration limits photosynthesis only indirectly, artificially high levels of carbon dioxide in greenhouse do effectively increase the yields of crops. This is very important concept that is used in greenhouses. Greenhouses also maintain a high temperature and so reduce the effect of low temperature as a limiting factor, and they clearly optimize the light reaching the plant. Parts of the world, such as tropical countries, often benefit from optimum temperature and rainfall for the crop production. However, greenhouses are still often used because they allow the growers to control how much water and nutrients should be supplied. So these all are all about the limiting factors. So here we have the role of stomata in the photosynthesis. Actually, the stoma word is singular and stomata is the plural word. The word stomata mean actually the hole or the pore, we can say the guard cells. In between the guard cell there is a hole or there is a pore that is called stoma, from which the gas exchange take place. The stomata in the leaf may affect the rate of photosynthesis according to whether they are open or closed. Because it is very important, when photosynthesis is taking place, carbon dioxide in the leaf is being used up, of course, because it is reactant to photosynthesis, so it is being used and its concentration of course falls. As low concentration of carbon dioxide, stomata will open to gain the more carbon dioxide from the environment. Thus, when photosynthesis is most rapid, the stomata are likely to be open, allowing carbon dioxide to diffuse into the leaf because it is being used in photosynthesis, and it will be, of course, it will be replenished from the environment. When the light intensity falls, photosynthesis will slow down and the buildup of carbon dioxide from respiration will make the stomata close. In this way, stomata are normally regulated by the rate of photosynthesis rather than photosynthesis being limited by stomata. However, if the stomata close during the daytime as a result of excessive water loss from the leaf, their closure will restrict the photosynthesis by preventing the inward diffusion of atmospheric carbon dioxide. So it is very easy if there is too much hot or the too much sunny day, so we can say there will be of course the ultimate closure of the stomata to prevent the plant from dehydration, or we can say wilting. Normally the stomata are open in the daytime and closed at the night. Their closure at night, when intake of carbon dioxide is not necessary, reduces the loss of water vapor from the leaf. Actually, they at the night time they are also closed when intake of carbon dioxide is not necessary, reduces the actually the water loss. So this was all about the photosynthesis, and in the next lecture we will discuss about the anatomy of the leaf and the other structures. So thank you for today's lecture and today's attention. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for further notifications so that my videos can be seen by you guys and you will be benefited from these videos. Thank you.